What is up YouTube, James Beckett. Welcome back to another episode of VGC 2018 Back Battles. Today is the last episode with this Mega Latios team with Mega Latios, Xurkitree, Tapu Fini, Kartana, Mamoswine, and Incineroar. Let's get started and play some games. So, this will probably be the last video before, before US Internationals. I'm probably not going to be able to upload next week at all, and then the Sunday and Monday during the internationals I'll probably still be gone. So yeah, I'm probably not gonna have any videos during that time, so I do apologize for that. But I'm gonna be out traveling starting on Saturday, which is today. You're seeing this, I'm recording this early, but yeah, I'm not gonna be able to record any videos, which I probably should have when I was playing a few games earlier. But then again, like, I was just, the last episode you saw this was like from 2 days ago, I believe, so I really actually have not played with this team. So I did some practice and it just went downhill. Like, Pokemon was being Pokemon, so not much I could do there. We find our first opponent though: Charizard, Landis, Fairy, Tapu Fini, Kartana, Cresselia, and Heatran. And of course, I've been spending all this time practicing for US Internationals. I really do want to do well at a national level event, because I feel like my previous placements have all been not up to my standards. So been practicing really hard with that one team, so I haven't really worked with anything else. So I'm really hoping that I can just, you know, maybe have a breakout there. We're gonna see the team though of Charizard, Landorus, Tapu Fini, Kartana, Cresselia, and Heatran. Charizard Heatran's always tough because it's Charizard Y. Charizard Y is difficult for my team to handle. I do like my Latios Xurkitree if I play it well enough. I don't think you lead Charizard Landis right off the bat. You could though. I do think I bring Xurkitree in this. I definitely bring Incineroar. I definitely bring Latios. And the question is, what do I bring in the back? Do I bring my Fini? Fini's alright here. I'm not exactly sure how great it is. I'm pretty sure it's going to be Specs Fini that we're going to see on my opponent's side. Mamoswine could be decent because Ice Shard could ship later in the game. I'm really thinking Mamoswine. You know what? I'll go Mamoswine. I would usually bring Kartana, I think, in this game, but you know what? I'll try Mamoswine because I do want to bring Mamoswine. I haven't really brought Mamoswine at all to any of the games that I played. So I think on the series itself, I only brought it once. So yeah, we'll find out if Mamoswine can put in some more work. However, let us give it up for the first battle of today's game. We got Xurkitree plus Incineroar as the lead here against the Cresselia and Landorus. Looking alright here. Substitute is definitely something I think I want to get up. I feel like this Cresselia would be more of a support. I could fake out HP. I think I'm going for fake out Thunderbolt. As Intimidates are traded off here. I feel like the sub is best and fake out. I could see Heatran switching in for the Landers. I could see Charizard switching in for the Landers. I don't want to make a too aggressive read right off the bat when I really don't have to. Looks like my opponent stayed in, so I could have just went for it. But I'm pretty sure we're going to see an Icy Wind in case my opponent tries to read the switch here. I think my opponent tried to read the switch in Latios, which makes a lot of sense. So Icy Wind going to come out. Does no damage to my Incineroar. I can pretty easily just go for the HP Ice here into the Landorus, I feel like now, and then go out into my Latios. Probably just going to see Earthquake and Icy Wind. We could see U-Turn here come out from the Landorus, which I feel like would be really smart here. But I forgot. Did we see the Landorus flinch first, or did I get my sub up first? Oh, we're going to see the Ally switch. Okay. Is Earthquake gonna come out, which is not bad because I didn't take the Icy Wind yet. So I wonder. Makes the game interesting because are you gonna Ally switch the following turn? I feel like you would Icy Wind the following turn. Because would you really Ally switch? Hidden Power gonna reveal into the Cresselia, not really doing too much. It does look like it's a bit more supportive of Cresselia because I feel like if it was Calm Mind, it could have started setting up. I could go hard into Mamoswine. Like, there are a lot of plays I can make. I feel like I should just protect and go for an Ice Beam. Yeah, I'm gonna protect, go for the Ice Beam. Because I feel like if anything, you're gonna Icy Wind here. You could Ally Switch, but if you Ally Switch Earthquake, you don't really get much out of it. So I feel like it's fine. The only thing I guess is if it's a Protect Landers and it goes for Protect and Icy Wind. Helping Hand. Okay, perfect. I really want to sub Ice Beam there. I know it was risky, which is why I didn't want to do it. But I really want to go for that play. But this works out in my favor. Also, yeah, we didn't confirm it with Scarf Landers, which could have been bad for me. So Ice Beam gonna come out into Landers. Does pick up the Knockout Landers. Because I feel like you should be doing something with Cresselia that's not Ally Switch. Because of the fact that I felt like it was going to be Icy Wind there, but no, Icy Wind is amazing for me. We'll see what my opponent decides to bring out now. A Feeny going to come out. Okay. Are we going to see Ally Switch again? That is a question. We could see Ally Switch. We could see Protect, Moonblast. There are a few things we could see. Definitely want to go for the Gigavolt Havoc. I actually feel like I want to weaken the Cresselia this time, and I think I'm actually going to hard switch into Mamoswine. Mamoswine's job doesn't seem good anymore, just because I don't feel like my opponent has Heatran in the back. I feel like he would have brought out Heatran if that was the case. I'm pretty sure Charizard's in the back. Oh, I even called it Ally Switch. I'm so good at this game, guys. No, I'm just kidding. Had a feeling that there would be a desperate Ally Switch there at that point. So now I'll be able to get the Gigavolt Havoc. I did go for the Cresselia, and even if it did fail that turn, like, I would have gotten a lot of damage on a Feeny, and basically, yeah, I feel like this works out in my favor. I'm not risking Specs Moonblast KOing my Latios or my Xurkitree at that point. So we will go for the Gigavolt Havoc. Does target on the Feeny. Yeah, because this is the thing about Ally Switch. You're forcing the 50-50 sometimes. Sometimes it's not a 50-50. I will agree with that because I don't think Ally Switch is 100% 50-50. But there are certain cases where your opponent will just go for it because it's probably better odds for them that you don't target. Actually, Heatran is in the back. Mamoswine gets to do something. Mamoswine gets to do something, and I will go for the Thunderbolt and Icicle Crash because I think that should be able to knock out Cresselia without proccing a berry. Okay, no Charizard, which again is really intriguing. I feel like Charizard should always be brought in my matchup, but Heatran makes a lot of sense here. It was one of the Pokemon I was expecting in this matchup. But yeah, just double up the Cresselia with Thunderbolt plus Icicle Crash. We are going to see Heatran not protect here. We'll go for the Thunderbolt into the Cresselia and do land the Icicle Crash. Mamoswine going to be able to put in a bit more work here. Alright, so knock out the... Oh, we don't knock out the Cresselia. It's actually kind of sad. Damage was really sad. Heat Wave? I'm guessing Trick Room. That makes the game a bit more difficult, I guess. Ooh, that did good damage. Trick Room gonna go up. I wanted the Cresselia Psychic. It has Ally Switch, Icy Wind, Helping Hand. Might be reveal Psychic as the last one. Probably can play a bit more of a defensive game now. I just stall out Trick Room until I can bring Mamoswine in healthy. Yeah, I'll just do that. I'm gonna go Incineroar here. Unless my opponent makes every single hard read and goes for like a Helping Hand Earth Power into Mamoswine, which I guess I could see here. We're gonna see Helping Hand on the Heatran, which makes sense, and a Protect from the Xurkitree. I just gotta get rid of this Cresselia, install a Trick Room, then Mamoswine plus Latios should be able to win pretty easily. I feel like if you're going for Helping Hand Heat Wave, you don't have Psychic, because I think you would have went for Psychic Earth Power, if anything. I'm going to fake out the Heatran, just stall out a turn. Yeah. Just stall out a turn a bit. Just go for a safe rotation game. Just press fake out, as my opponent's actually going to forfeit. So I'm guessing that there is no Psychic on the Cresselia. I would have loved to just be able to potentially win the game by stalling out my opponent, knocking out the Cresselia, or putting in range really low so my Mamoswine can come in and Earthquake the Heatran once alone and Trick Room is over. But able to put in some work. Mamoswine, I guess, and it did miss the knock on Cresselia. That Cresselia is just such a bulky Pokemon in general, but geez, living a +1 Xurkitree's Thunderbolt and a Life Orb Icicle Crash from Mamoswine, which there are no slouches in these attacking department, and also the fact that it had a bit of chip, it still survived. Like, that is impressive bulk by Cresselia, if I ever say so. Yep, able to pull out a win in the first game. Really surprised my opponent didn't bring Charizard, but it worked out. Just able to call the allies. Then the ally switch happened. Was just, I guess, able to capitalize because I knew my opponent went an ally switch, at least for the one with Landers, because I don't feel like you would benefit much if the turn where Landers went for the help or attempted to go for Helping Hand Earthquake, I felt like it wouldn't benefit much. I guess if you're Scarfed, I would see the Helping Hand there, but otherwise I would have just seen the Icy Wind. I could have also seen Heatran come out because I think Heatran was a really safe play. I don't really feel like my opponent needed to go for like Helping Hand, U-turn, or Earthquake, or whatever my opponent went for, because of the fact that that's just such a risky play for my opponent. Another Charizard. Okay, Charizard, Coco, Landorus, Kartana, Cresselia, and Nihilego. This is Calm Mind Cresselia. That's going to be, again, difficult of a matchup. Did we play my opponent before? We might have. I do like Latios plus Incineroar here. Mamoswine good? I mean, the last time I played something like this, my Mamoswine could have actually put in a ton of work, but I decided not to bring it because I felt like Kartana could have been better. I mean, I think Kartana is still better though. I want to bring Mamoswine, but I feel like my opponent should bring Charizard. Well, that doesn't really justify me bringing Kartana, but I just like having a switch into Nihilego because Nihilego could be a pain. Mamoswine's not really switching to a Power Gem, which is definitely threatening. I will go for this combination. Items. I don't know. Did we face my opponent? We might have. I don't think it's going to be Trick Room Nihilego. I don't think Trick Room Nihilego makes much sense here. I think it's going to be either Sash, Life Orb, or Scarf. Z-move is probably onto Coco. Mega Charizard, I'm guessing maybe Electric Seed on the Cresselia. We'll find out here. I think it's just such a safe lead just to lead my Latios style plus my Incineroar. It's Kartana Landers appears, okay. Landers shouldn't let me get an Ice Beam off. We're probably going to see U-turn. Kartana, I don't want all-out pummeling to come out here. Like a random all-out pummeling. Which, you know, shouldn't be the case at all, but you know, it's just better to be safe than sorry, I think. I think it's just good to maybe Tailwind here. Then again, I don't have a good switch into Landis. I could Ice Beam and Fake Out. I guess Ice Beam Fake Out doesn't have many problems. My opponent doesn't have really great switches. Yeah, I'll go for the Fake Out Ice Beam turn 1. I was thinking maybe switching out, but then I realized I don't really have much I can switch out into, and I don't think like this is a bad play at all. Cresselia gonna come out here, so Landers, Kartana, and Cresselia. Is Charizard in the back is the question. We also don't know what this Landers is because it is staying in. Maybe it's Scarf and goes for U-turn, but whatever U-turns into doesn't exactly appreciate Ice Beam. Or an Nihilego. We'll fake out the Cresselia here, as Ice Beam is gonna throw her off. If it's a Solid Vest, it can survive, but it's at -1, so it can't KO my Incineroar. It does look like it's a Solid Vest here. U-turn gonna come out, which really I'll take that. Landers got super weakened. Yeah, like Landers just got super weakened for a little bit of chip that's recoverable on Latios. Yeah, I'll definitely take that. Landers is now in range of Fake Out. Kartana's gonna come out. I definitely don't want Helping Hand Sacred Sword coming out into my Incineroar. Do I want a Tailwind? I don't want a Tailwind in case a random Trick Room Cresselia appears. Roost, I think, is always the play and go out into my Zerk. I really don't want to risk the Helping Hand Sacred Sword into the Incineroar slot, since Incineroar has so much valuable in this game. I also don't want to risk my opponent going for Icy Wind and maybe like a knockoff into the Latios, because that could be troublesome if my Latios goes down early. So sending my Zerk here, and I'll Roost up. We'll see what my opponent decides to do. Going to be the Tailwind come out from the Kartana. Okay. So I don't really lose much. And Icy Wind? Ice Beam. Okay, not even Icy Wind. It does an okay amount to my Latios, not really too much. One of that means it's bloomed him on the Kartana. I need Latios healthy, that's for sure. Incineroar doesn't look like a bad play here. Gigavolt? Might be better just to HP Ice. I kinda want a Gigavolt. Because I don't feel like you stay in with Kartana. Well, even if you... Yeah, I think it's worth Gigavolting. I think it's worth Gigavolting here. I'm guessing this Cresselia has Psychic? Ice Beam Psychic, maybe? I don't know. I'm gonna send out my Incineroar here. I don't feel like you Sacred Sword the Latios. I feel like you would Leaf Blade if anything. You're gonna see the Leaf Blade into the Zerg slot, which is okay here. Doesn't crit, which is good. And an Ice Beam gonna fire off probably into my Latios slot again. Okay. We'll definitely take that trade. We're gonna find out what kind of item that this Kartana is. And if it's Sash, it's put in Fake Out range. So, not too bad of a turn here. Probably double up the Cresselia the following turn. Gigavolt. And I just want to weaken everything so my Latios can win. Because right now, nothing outspeeds my Latios other than the Coco. And I still have my Kartana healthy if it is Coco in the back. We blow away the Kartana, didn't we? Yeah, we just blew away the Kartana. Okay. Get a Beast Boost. Okay, that's not too bad. Charizard? Lander's gonna come out. Which is strange because it is still in range of -1 Fake Out. Does this mean it's a Protect Landers? Bank Fake Out. I kind of want a Thunderbolt because I could see my opponent doubling out the Landers right here. It is confirmed to be AV. I'm gonna Fake Out Thunderbolt. Yeah, we're gonna see Landers switch ass. If that's Coco, I knock it out. If Charizard, I just knock it out too. Unless this Cresselia is Psychium. Because we haven't revealed the item on the Cresselia yet, I believe. Nope, it's just Psyshock. Psyshock will come out. Target on my Xurkitree. Big damage, but Thunderbolt. I mean, that was a really safe play regardless. I don't like the bait there. I feel like it was better just to go Charizard for my opponent. Because, yes, he might have got the Intimidate off into my Incineroar, but I really had no reason not to do that because Fake Out would have knocked out the Landers regardless. A Thunderbolt would have gone to Cresselia if you stayed in. And if you switch out, you risk me doing that, which really punished that. So Landers is going to come out once again. It is confirmed to be AV. I just got to play a bit smart here. And you know what? I think the play is just to go. Actually, the play might be to sack my Latios, because I think Latios has done its job, and I'll attempt an HP Ice here. We're probably just gonna see Rock Slide and Ice Beam, or we could see Earthquake plus Ice Beam. But I don't mind if Latios goes down. I just need to free switch into my Incineroar. And my Kartana should be able to seal up this game. We're just gonna see the Earthquake, which is fine too. Which is a Tailwind, was it? Kartana went down to the Leaf Blade. Yeah, no, this is the last turn of Tailwind if Tailwind is still up. Xurkitree goes down here. Critical hit, I do not mind. Ice Beam. Even if you freeze me, this game is still won by me. Yeah, nice. Get to go Incineroar here, click Fake Out. And yeah, I don't see how my opponent breaks through this. I mean, this Cresselia is Calm Mind. It still doesn't matter. It's not set up. If my opponent could have set up Cresselia a long time ago, but I feel like it's not. Just go for Fake Out Ice Beam in the Landers. There's really not much that changes this game. The match is going to be forfeit. We will take another win, which is nice. I don't know. I don't get what happens when I'm on camera. Like, on the camera, the magic happens. But, yeah, this team just impressing me on camera. Not off camera, though. Yet. Charizard, yeah, I think just the big turn was sending out that Landers just to be knocked out by my Xurkitree the following turn. I guess maybe it's like my opponent's in the mindset of, oh, he'll never do that. But I already confirmed you were Assault Vest Landers because that's the only way you live a Mega Latios Ice Beam. I don't think Spadef would have lived Latios' Ice Beam. So I would have just went for the Ice Beam there. Since I got the Ice Beam damage off, confirmed your Assault Vest, you can't protect, just double up into the Landers slot because I get something out of it. It's the same thing if I literally click Fake Out on the Landers and Thunderbolt and Cresselia, because if you stay in, highly get that turn off no matter what. And if he's switching to Charizard, yeah, I'll just take the free Charizard. So that was probably the mistake that my opponent really messed up in. Able to pick up a win, which is really good here. And yeah, not really much of a game plan. I was thinking maybe my opponent had Coco in the back at that point. Because I think when we last faced that team, my opponent brought Coco. But yeah, I'm just kind of surprised my opponent brought in the Landers there. Because I feel like you do go Charizard. And even if you waste a turn of Tailwind, you protect there always. Because I feel like you just lose too much by going Landers. Because you're going to be pinned either way. You're going to lose a Pokemon. You're either going to lose your Landers there, take a Thunderbolt with Cresselia, which is going to hurt. Or you could go Charizard and you don't really lose much unless I decide to double onto your, I guess, your Cresselia. But I don't feel like that. I feel like that's worse for me because Charizard still emits a lot of pressure. 1641 rating as our last opponent from Japan. With the team of Metagross, Zapdos, Landisfarian, Incineroar, Tyranitar, and Tapu Fini. Huh. This is a really common Japanese team, and I just can't remember. Every time, I feel like I forget where is the Z move. I think it was Mega Tyranitar. I think it was Zimufini. Yeah, I think it was Zimufini. Okay. I feel like we did play this before, but I just can't remember what I brought here. Mamoswine does look good. Mamoswine does look good, and I think it is a good time to bring it. The Metagross is a little bit annoying, I guess. I think I'm gonna switch it up though. I think Latios plus Xurkitree is okay here. Incineroar in the back. It's weird not bringing Kartana, but I don't think I bring Kartana. I think the last time I did bring Kartana, I think I 4-opted the Mamoswine. I think this works. I don't know, I feel like there are multiple ways I can play against this team composition. Yet, I do want to try out bringing my Mamoswine here, because I want Mamoswine to just put in some more work. Because, you know, it's Mamoswine. It also really helps because Mamoswine's my best answer against the Zapdos. Zapdos is a really frustrating Pokemon for my team to handle. So, I'm going to have to prioritize on getting rid of that Fini if it does appear. I will bring my Latios Xurkitree out. Against the Landers Zapdos. Okay, I gotta let Incineroar here. That's a shame. I could have led Mamoswine. Hold up. I could have led Mamoswine and blown this man away. Oh well. I get to confirm what kind of Landers it is turn 1. I'm going to Tailwind here and just protect my Xurkitree. These Pokemon can't really do much to my Latios other than a U-turn, I guess, from the Landers. Which stays in. I feel like you wouldn't want to take an Ice Beam. Are you Scarf Landers confirmed? I don't think you should want to take a Ice Beam. Because if I Ice Beam sub here, you're in a terrible spot. Like a really bad spot. Yeah, you're Scarf. Okay. You do confirm that. U-turn gonna come out just so much damage. It's a critical hit. Unfortunate. Metagross? I feel like Metagross comes out here. Yeah. That's frustrating. We're gonna trade Tailwinds here most likely, but still, that is not what you want to see. Tailwind goes up. I'm curious on who's faster, the Zapdos or my Xurkitree. I'm also curious if Stomping actually knocks out my Xurkitree. Oh. Alright, I'm gonna attempt to Google the Metagross and just roost, because my opponent has to choose. Are you gonna target on my Latios and get rid of it to prevent me from healing in the future, or are you gonna target on my Xurkitree, which is threatening immense damage? And I don't really have a switch in the Stomping Tantrum, so I'm forced to take it. Here comes the Stomping. Don't know if this knocks out. If it's Adamant, it should knock out. If it's Jolly, I might live. I do live. So if I can get the knockout on the Metagross, this would be absolutely huge. I'm hoping I can be faster than Zapdos, because if I do knock out the Metagross, that's absolutely huge. Okay, that's my Z move going off. That's Gabled Havoc. I don't feel like Metagross surprised. Actually, no, it's Jolly confirmed on the Metagross. Yeah. It was Jolly Metagross confirmed because of the fact that it outsped my Latios. So I don't think you'll live to Gabled Havoc. And if that's the case, yeah, this is looking pretty. Okay, nice. Get rid of Metagross. And what's coming out? We're gonna see the Thunderbolt into the Latios. Okay, it's not even a target in my Xurkitree. Okay, nice. That's pretty good for me. Lander's gonna come out. I feel like you always have to U-turn my Latios for momentum. I really just want to click Thunderbolt and Ice Beam in the Lander slot, cause but you could U-turn my Xurkitree, so I guess that wouldn't be the optimal play here. Keeping Xurkitree alive is pretty important, but another play I could do is just Roost right here and switch out Incineroar. I don't see a problem with that. Yeah, I don't see a problem with that, making that play. Because I negate U-turn knocking out my Latios here 100%, I'm going to be able to recover some more damage no matter who you U-turn. Because I feel like you click U-turn, I just don't know. Saying to click Rock Slide. I don't think that was the play. I mean, if you predict my Incineroar, sure, I flinch. Maybe my opponent was going for the flinch. Oh, maybe my opponent was going for the flinch. Gigavolt Havoc. This is knockout. We find out what Z move it is. That's good to confirm. Gigavolt. If that knocks out, I'm going to have to make a play, aren't I? Latios. Oh, I do survive. That's really good for me. Okay, I'm going to be able to recover the damage. I always fake out and roost the Landers right here. Okay, that's really good. I need to get damage on the Feeny though, that's the problem. My opponent stays in. Alright, maybe my opponent would hope I wouldn't fake out there, but I'm going to be able to roost off here. The damage. Great. And I'm guaranteed my Tailwind the following turns. Thunderbolt going to go out Incineroar, which I wonder if my opponent needs to KO Incineroar for anything. I don't think my opponent does. Yeah, nothing really is threatened by my Incineroar. I'm just going to Tailwind with my Latios here. Gonna go hard into Mamoswine. I have Xurk in the back. I gotta KO these Pokemon so I can accomplish something with my Mamo. I mean my Xurk here. Rock Slide. I'm really hoping for no flinches. Nice. I get a Tailwind up, and that means my opponent's gonna probably get Tailwind up. I would assume Tailwind. I don't, unless you're gonna go for Thunderbolt. Yep, Tailwind. Don't know what the Zapdos' item is. I think. Wonder if it has Protect or not. I mean, I just Roost here and I Icicle Crash the Zapdos. You should always switch out Landers into your 4 Pokemon. You don't want to take an Ice Shard. Yeah. Is that gonna be the Feeny? Incineroar. Okay, there's no Feeny. Okay, Xurkitree is actually useless then. Yeah, it is kind of useless at this point. I can handle the Incineroar with my Mamoswine. Looks like no Protect from the Zapdos, so -1 Icicle Crash is going to do a lot of damage to this Zapdos. It does connect with Icicle Crash. Let's go, Mamoswine. Can we get this knockout? Oh, so close. So close. But to no avail. Heat Wave going to come out, which is not going to do too much, so that's fine. And yeah, at this point, yeah, I'm pretty sure I just win. I'm just gonna click Ice Beam into and Ice Shard. Zapdos can't switch out. If it protects and Flare Blade or Knockoff goes out in Mamoswine, I get to bring out my own Incin, I guess. Yeah, like no matter what, I feel like I still have like a lot of resources in the back. Because at this point, I just have to keep targeting this slot, leave Incineroar alone so I can knock off the Incineroar, get a huge Thunderbolt. My opponent probably can't beat my own Incineroar if it's trapped in. Oh, Zapdos reveals to Protect here. Okay. It's fine. Ice Beam and knock off into Mamo. Yep. Oh, no, Lati. I don't think it should target down the Latios. I'm just gonna make the same play again. Ice Shard, Roost. Yeah, because I'm going to be able to knock out the Zapdos. You have to target on Mamoswine here because you have to target down, I think. We'll get a Roost off. U-turn. Okay, that's smart too. Ooh, that does a good amount of damage. Actually, wait, don't I... Can't I still win? Yeah, I can still win. Okay, I gotta think about this position now, because I feel like I'm still in an okay spot. I put Landers in range to Ice Shard. That I need. I think I just... Okay, I know what I need to do. Yeah, I know what I need. I think Incineroar should be going down soon. I just click Ice Beam into Landorus, and I think I sag Xurk here. I think I sag Xurk. I think I get Mamoswine and Incineroar, and I fake out the Incineroar, go for Ice Shard into Landorus, then knock off Protect. Yeah. I'm pretty sure after the knockoff chip damage into the Incineroar plus the fake out, I'll be able to KO with an Earthquake. Fake out gonna go on a Xurkitree slot, prevent the Ice Shard, and Rock Slide, yeah. Gonna knock out my Latios. Ooh, this is close, because if I don't knock out with Earthquake, this could be a detrimental case, but I still think I'm okay. Still have my Figgy Berry intact, although it doesn't matter because my opponent's just gonna knock it off. Get Mamoswine in, get Incineroar in. At this point, I think my opponent has to crit my... Actually, no, you can't target down my Incineroar ever. You need it... If you target down my Incineroar... Hope... Okay, yeah. I go for Ice Shard here into Mamoswine. I mean, into Landorus. And Ice Shard the... I Ice Shard the Landorus, I fake out, and then there's a play I could make in the following turn. But let's see how much this fake out does. Decent amount, Ice Shard. Knocks out the Landorus, which I know, and then comes out to this next turn, I think. I protect Mamoswine here, and I always go for knockoff into my opponent's Incineroar. Since I know it doesn't, unless it doesn't have Flare Blitz for some reason. It should have Flare Blitz. You should always target a Mamoswine here, because if you crit my Incineroar, like, that's not good. So, we're gonna see a knockoff into the Mamoswine. How much does knockoff do? Okay, yeah, that should be a Life Orb Earthquake Ring. There's a Assault Vest on the Incineroar, which makes a lot of sense here. We'll go for the Earthquake. Like, another play I could have went for is the Ice Shard into my Incineroar and to activate Berry, potentially, because I'll probably win the mirror because of the fact that my opponent's at -1 and I'm at neutral, but I could always get crit here, so just Earthquake. I think Life Orb Earthquake should finish off. Can Mamoswine finish off the team? Let's go, Mamoswine. Knock out this Incineroar. Life Orb Earthquake. Yeah, let's go. Okay, Mamoswine gained the final KOs. I think that's a pretty successful episode. Actually, wait. Oh, wait. We went 3-0 in today's episode. Was not expecting that after the few games that I played before, but yeah, able to pick up 3 wins in today's episode. Mamoswine putting in work. Mamoswine putting in some work there. Like, I love it. Mamoswine able to clean up this team. Didn't get to bring it much, but in the games we did bring it, you cannot say it didn't do work because it did a ton of work. Able to do so much damage to Zapdos. Ice Shard, Life Orb, just threatening Landorus, which is so useful. Good coverage against a lot of my opponents because not many opponents have good coverage against Ice and Ground, which is a fantastic duo of typing with Thick Fat as an ability. Ooh. Mamoswine able to put in some work there. But thank you all for tuning in today's episode of VGC 2018 Baek Battles. As I said before, that this will probably be the last video until the end of US International. So, hope everyone will be rooting for me as I will be competing. And yeah, who knows? We'll find out where that chapter goes when it happens. But thank you all for tuning in. If you did like this video, please leave a like down below. It shows your support, as well as you can check out the rest of my stuff down below in the description. Stuff for my social medias, the side series of my channel. All that will be linked down below. And of course, if you want to try out this team, it will be in the description down below. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Have a great day, people, and until we battle again, I'll catch y'all later.